Chapter 4, ASEAN Police Models. Group 1. Learning objectives. At the end of the chapter, the student will be able to present policing models in the ASEAN, compare the different policing models in ASEAN, and discuss the history and evolution of the various models in the ASEAN. Brunei, known as the Royal Brunei Police, centralized and hierarchical. Strong royal influence serves under the Sultan, emphasizes discipline, tradition, and internal security. The Royal Brunei Police, or RBP, is one of the oldest institutions in Brunei, founded in 1906 and officially established in 1921. It became the Royal Brunei Police Force after independence in 1984, and it operates directly under the monarch, with a commissioner of police managing daily operations. The RBP has 6 main departments: administration and finance, operations, criminal investigation and intelligence, logistics, and traffic control. Its mission is to maintain law and order professionally and within the law. The entrance age is 18 and the retirement age is 60. Physical requirements differ for males and females, and the minimum academic qualification is the Brunei Junior Certificate of Education, or BJCE. The training period is 9 months and includes law studies, fitness, and drills, followed by a 3-year probation and periodic refresher course. The rank structure starts from Lance Corporal and goes up to Inspector General of Police, with 19 ranks in total. The legal system in Brunei combines English common law and Sharia law, with the Sultan serving as both head of state and head of government. Number 2. Cambodia. Gendarmerie and Civil Police Model. National Police under the Ministry of Interior has both civil police and military-style gendarmerie. Focuses on public order, criminal investigation, and rural security. Cambodia, located in the Southeast Asia and bordered by Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam, has a population of around 15 million. It was French protectorate from the mid-19th century until it gained independence in 1953. Post-independence, Vietnam used eastern Cambodia for military operations during the 1960s, triggering U.S. attacks. Cambodia was a monarchy until the mid-1970s, when it was overthrown and replaced by the Khmer Republic. A major tragedy in its history was the brutal regime of Pol Pot from 1975 to 1978, during which over 1.7 million Cambodians died. Vietnamese forces later invaded, ending Pol Pot's rule and initiating a transnational period toward a multi-party liberal democracy under a constitutional monarchy. The Cambodian police force, known as the People's Police of Cambodia, was established in 1980 to secure urban areas, maintain peace, and enforce justice. It is militarized, heavily armed, and battle-ready. In 1994, the military formed the Military Police, MP, to enforce law and order among civilians. However, conflicts arose over jurisdiction, and in 2002, the government ended the MP's law enforcement role over civilians. Currently, the National Police of Cambodia falls under the Ministry of Internal Affairs. It has 6 central departments: security, transport, public order, border administrative, and judicial, and 4 autonomous units: Interpol Unit, Headquarters Unit, Intervention Unit, and Drug Enforcement Unit. The police led by Commissioner General, holding the rank of General. Entry requirements include being a high school graduate, aged 23 to 36, with a height of 5'5" for males and 5'3" for females. Retirement age is 65. Preference in recruitment is given to children of police personnel. Training involves rigorous combat exercise.
Number 3. Indonesia. National Centralized Model. Indonesian National Police, or Polri, is a centralized civilian police force. and formerly under the military, now is independent. It handles all law enforcement including traffic, intelligence, and counterterrorism. Indonesia plays a central role in ASEAN policy, contributing to regional security cooperation and crime prevention efforts. Its police force, the Indonesian National Police, or Police Republic as Polri, is involved in various ASEAN initiatives focused on counterterrorism, drug trafficking, cybersecurity, and maritime security. And when it comes in entry age with the Polri, is 18 years old and retirement is 45, which may be extended up to 58. Also, these are required to be at least high school graduate or college graduate and must undergo 11 months police training. When it comes in technology and modernization, Indonesia is improving its cybersecurity capabilities and adapting modern policing techniques, though it faces challenges in remote areas. However, Indonesia faces challenges issues such as corruption, human rights concerns, and resource disparities between urban and rural areas remain. Laos follows a centralized political system under the leadership of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party. The police are tightly controlled by the state, with the Ministry of Public Security overseeing law enforcement functions. Laos is committed to regional security cooperation within ASEAN frameworks, engaging in joint anti-drug operation, counter-terrorism measures, and the prevention of human trafficking. Laos is actively in ASEAN's policing and law enforcement forums, such as the ASEAN Chiefs of Police or ASEAN Pool. Meetings are regional conferences, collaborative efforts with neighboring countries like Thailand, Vietnam, and China. On border security and transnational crimes like human trafficking and drug smuggling are a priority. Lastly, in terms of ranking in Laos, the highest is Major General or Director of the Royal Lao Police, and the lowest is Patrolman.
The Royal Malaysia Police or the Police Diraja Malaysia or the PDRM operates nationally under the Ministry of Home Affairs and actively works with ASEANAPOL against cross-border crimes. Applicants must be Malaysian citizens, generally 18 to 20 years old, and of good moral character with no criminal record. Minimum height is about 163 cm for men and 157 cm for women, with weight proportionate to height and good overall health. They must pass written exams, physical fitness tests, medical checks, and background investigation. Training occurs on the Police Training Center or the POLAPOL and covers the law enforcement community service and ASEAN level cooperation. The Myanmar Police Force is a centralized national agency under the Ministry of Home Affairs and cooperates with ASEANAPOL on issues like trafficking and terrorism. Applicants must be 18 to 27 years old, in good health, and have at least primary school education. A minimum height of about 5'2" or 157 cm for females is required, and all recruits undergo the strict physical fitness test. Training lasts around 24 weeks, focusing on discipline, crowd control, and basic policing tactics. Domestic politics sometimes limit transparency and international cooperation despite Asian standard. The Philippine National Police is a civilian national force under the Department of the Interior and local government, and is very active in ASEANAPOL operations. Application must be Filipino citizen of good moral character, 21 to 30 years old, and hold at least a bachelor's degree, and the height requirement are 157 cm for men and 152 cm for women, with weight proportional to height. They must pass psychological, medical, and drug physical agility tests before entering the academy. Training emphasizes community policing, crime prevention, and regional anti-drug and anti-terror efforts.
Singapore's police force, or the SPF, showcases a professional and technology-driven approach to policing within the ASEAN framework. SPF emphasizes efficiency and community policing, community to Singapore's low crime rates, and the candidates that applying to SPF typically must be Singaporean citizens aged 18 to 35 and have minimum GCEO level qualifications and meet physical fitness standards and undergo rigorous background checks. Through ASEAN Police Cooperation, SPF collaborates with other member states on transnational issues like terrorism and cybercrime. So, Thailand's Royal Thai Police, or the RTP, reflects a blend of traditional and modern policing approaches relevant to its context in ASEAN. RTP handles law enforcement nationwide with a specialized unit tackling crime and security threats. And their candidates for RTP must be Thai citizens, generally aged 18 to 35, with some positions requiring a bachelor's degree. They undergo physical and psychological evaluation with Thai language proficiency essential. So, ASEAN police collaboration enables RTP to address regional challenges like trafficking alongside with other member countries. So, Vietnam's police under the Ministry of Public Security, they focus on maintaining public order and addressing security priorities aligning with national goals with ASEAN's collective security efforts. Applicants must be Vietnamese citizens, typically aged 18 to 30, for certain roles, with varying educational requirements and consideration for physical fitness and adherence to Vietnam's standards. Vietnam's police model participates in ASEAN cooperation combating transnational crimes, reflecting interplay among member states for regional security. And here we are for our overview and objectives of our report. The ASEAN police model aims to enhance regional security by promoting cooperation among the police force of member states to effectively combat transnational crimes like terrorism, drug trafficking, and cybercrime. It seeks to promote justice, ensure effective law enforcement, and foster mutual trust and collaboration across culturally and politically diverse nations. Thank you. Katra?